Hi guys, it's Kiarko here, back with another speed build. Today we're building a classy cafe, which I realize is like a super vague title. Basically I just built this super cute cafe and I don't really know like what to call it or what like specific aesthetic it is, so I just kind of called it a classy cafe. But of course, if you guys have any ideas about what this could be called in terms of like the aesthetic or even in terms of like what the actual cafe's name is, I'd love to hear it. There is some like signage that I put in that says like, oh, like Cafe Anna or something like that. But those are just like random signs I put in. I don't actually have an idea of what the title could be. So if you guys, again, if you have any, name ideas for what this cafe could be called, let me know. And yeah, so it is Friday now. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend planned. I'm going to be pretty busy. I'm house sitting for someone. Today I'm going to be door dashing a lot. I'm actually recording this pretty early in the morning so I can get all my work done. And I'm pretty tired. So if I sound tired, I apologize. It is because I am tired, but I'm also very happy. Everything's going great for me. But yeah, so let's get into it. Basically, the aesthetic that I'm going for here is kind of hard to explain, to be honest. It's basically a mix of as you can see, like a lot of like old school traditional woodwork kind of feel, like especially with that like barn door looking thing and these wood arch windows, and we have these like wood details here and there, but also a mix of modern, and I'm kind of bringing that in here with these white beams here and there. So it's like modern old school. I don't know what to call it. Again, if you guys have like any idea about what this aesthetic could be called, please let me know. But yeah, like I said, it is a cafe. I did kind of imagine that it's like a cafe slash bakery, like one of those general places where you can, buy a lot of pastries and sit down and chill, and one of those kind of places. Right now, like you can see, I'm trying to mess around with the roof and figure out like what I'm gonna do with this roof because it was just looking really weird. I ended up getting rid of that second floor section. I end up like changing the whole layout of this roof. But basically the way the cafe is laid out is we have like the upstairs or like the first floor, which is, the general cafe. We have this little outdoor area on the right, and then there's going to be a basement, which is where the kitchen is, because like on the actual first floor, I realized I actually had no space for the kitchen at all. So I just ended up putting it in the basement, which I know is a weird place to have a kitchen, but it's what I had to do. And I do think that it ends up working out. As you can see, we do have a little glass section of roof over here. So like when you walk into that little area, it's all like glass roof. Unfortunately, I accidentally put like a bathroom underneath that, and because of the way the glass roof works, it means that like the bathroom walls don't go all the way up to the roof, so it's like when you use the bathroom, it's kind of like open to the rest of the cafe. You guys will see what I mean later on, but I kind of messed up there, but it's fine. I'm still really happy with how this turned out. I absolutely love this set that I'm using here for like the doors and the windows and stuff. That is a set by it's a collaboration from Felix, Andre, and Harry. I'll link it down below because the set is so freaking amazing. But please check it out. It's a huge set, just keep in mind, in terms of like the amount of custom content you get for free, which is an amazing thing, but it also means it takes up a lot of space. But just trust me, this set is freaking fantastic. But here I'm just trying to figure out like what my layout for the outside is gonna be, because I wanted to do like, I don't know, like we have that little patio area on the right where we're gonna have some outdoor seating, but I wanted to have some greenery as well, and I was just having a hard time figuring out how I was gonna incorporate it, especially because I needed to like also put in like sidewalks and stuff. You'll see as we go along, but I was having some difficulty here. I made this like weird like line of flower bushes. It looked really strange, so I got rid of that. And here I'm just trying to figure out what my sidewalk's gonna look like. I end up changing this particular tile that I'm using. I changed it to like a different like stone texture. I changed it from one stone texture to another stone texture, but I'm particular, so but yeah, so we're just gonna put that all around. We're just kind of like jumping around here a lot, but yeah. Anyways, let me know if you guys have any fun weekend plans. Like I said, I'm living vicariously through you guys. I'm pretty busy recently. I'm on a little bit of a break from school right now, but I will be starting back up pretty soon. So I'm just kind of waiting in anticipation for all the heavy workload I'm gonna have pretty soon. I will have some announcements upcoming about the end of September and October. I'm super excited for October. Like, you guys have no idea. Like, there's so much coming. We're gonna update some channel art. You're gonna see some new cool videos. I'm really excited to show you guys. So keep a lookout for those announcements, which will be coming up in the future. Here is that little like signage I was talking about. It says Cafe Anna, and there's like a little sign on the ground that says like a different cafe name. But just ignore those. Like I didn't like those would be real signages in like the context of this cafe, but they wouldn't necessarily say Cafe Anna or whatever the other one says. So again, let me know if you guys have any ideas about what this cafe could be called. I know it's so general, like you could really name this anything, but you guys always come up with pretty cool ideas, so you know, just let me know. And as always, if you guys have any suggestions, requests, challenges, aesthetics, color palettes, anything at all that you want to see me, you know, experiment with or try out, please let me know. I always love, you know, collaborating with you guys, and I think we always end up making really cool things together. But anyways, we are on the interior of this cafe now. We kind of have like a pretty general like open floor plan. Let me know what you guys think of this cafe, because I actually showed someone else this build and they said it looked kind of elitist, and I don't know why they said that, so please let me know if you guys think this looks elitist, or I guess it's just like super fancy for a cafe. I don't know, I was just trying to go for something that was like I said, classy, very like I don't know, like very, I get the idea that maybe this cafe is like semi-famous, like it's very popular, like they get a lot of customers. I went to a cafe like this once a long time ago that was like this big old bakery, and it was like a historic bakery, and they had like a cafe section where you could like buy pastries and stuff, and it was freaking massive, and they were pretty fancy too, like they had marble flooring like this and stuff. So I think I was kind of like subtly referencing that memory while I was building this. I wasn't trying to make it like a super uber, you know, fancy place. I just wanted to make something that, you know, seemed like it had a lot of traditional architecture, especially with this marble flooring, but was also kind of like modern and updated. But I love this countertop here, like with the freaking, it has like all the little pastries on it. Do you see that? Like those little illustrations. I think that's so freaking cute. But this kind of like general like U-shaped thing in the center of the room, that's basically like our main counter. So it's when people come in, this is like the center of the hub, you know? This is where you will buy your pastries, this is where you will order your drinks, or anything like that. And then you will go like sit down somewhere and just like chill and hang out. Like realistically, there would probably be more stuff here at the main counter. There'd probably even be a menu. I don't know why I didn't put a menu in, but you know, let me know what you guys think. But anyways, we're just gonna add some little decorations. So here on the left, we have like a sink, and then we have that little metal thing, which is, I figured could be like some sort of like hot plate, or I don't know, just some sort of bakery thing. And there's like some pastries on there. This is making me very hungry. I'm realizing as I'm watching this, I haven't eaten breakfast yet, and I'm like, honestly, now I am starving looking at those cookies. But yeah, anyways, this weekend I might do some baking while I'm hanging out, because I freaking love baking, you guys. I'm such a baker. I'm not good yet, unfortunately. I haven't been baking for too long, but I think I'm getting better. If you guys have any like baking tips, please let me know, because I definitely need to improve like the texture of my cookies, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. You know, I'm getting off track here. Well, I guess it's on track since we're, you know, in a bakery and I'm talking about, you know, pastry, so it's on track. So please let me know if you have any baking tips at all. I need them. I want them. Help me, please. Or if you have any, you know, things that I could bake, because right now I'm just like tackling cookies. I haven't really tried anything like pies or cakes or anything like that, because that's like very intimidating to me. But if you guys have any, you know, recipe suggestions, let me know. Anyways, in this back left corner, we have our little, you know, trash corner. I really like these little, like, you see the little whole trash cans that are in the counter. I love those. I think that's like such a creative piece of custom content, because that's exactly what you'll see in, you know, bakeries like, you know, in the real life, or even at Starbucks, you know, like they have those like built-in trash cans in the counter, so that's so cool, and I think it just adds like a touch of realism. In the front here, originally I was gonna add in like a more like a sit-down seating kind of chill lounge area. We do end up adding that, but we add it in the back instead. In the front here, we just put in this big long table, so people can, you know, sit down and eat their food and stuff. This table wouldn't be like for one party, right? It wouldn't be like a huge party of, I don't know how many people it is, 6, 9, 10, 11. It wouldn't be for 12 people. It would just be, you know, a general community table, you know, so people could just come in and sit at one end or the other and just kind of like use the same table, which I think is pretty cool. And then in the back here, we're gonna add in 2 more tables, so just a little bit more seating, and then we're gonna have, like I said, like a more sit down living room style like lounge area, like they have in Starbucks, you know. I'm referencing Starbucks a lot in this build. But anyway, so here's our little sit down area. I went with these couches because I thought that they had like the exact right tone of like traditional modern kind of feeling to them, and they were in my color palette, which you can see is basically just like browns, tans, and black and white pretty much. I don't know, I feel like I should do a colorful cafe, because I feel like a lot of my cafes sometimes end up very neutral in their color palette, which nothing is wrong with that. Like, I do like neutral colors, but I have been trying to be more creative and colorful lately with my builds, so I think maybe I'll tackle like a very bright, colorful build in the future. But anyways, here's our little bathroom over here. We're just gonna lightly decorate this. I don't know why I put like a lotion bottle in there. I guess, you know, just like hand lotion. Maybe this cafe is like super fancy. And I believe that's it for the bathroom. Are we done yet? Yes, good. I never spend too much time on the bathroom. And then in this last little corner over here, we're gonna stick in some chairs, and then we're gonna move outside to do our patio in just a second. Let's see, what are we doing here? Oh yeah, I put this little plant in the corner. I actually really like that plant. I feel like it's so pretty. Okay, now outside. So we use the same tables as we did inside, but we just make them black instead of white, you know, for, I don't know, contrast, I guess. And then we're gonna put in these umbrella tables, because I realize that whenever I put tables outside, I tend to forget like how freaking hot it can get like anywhere, you know, and you probably don't want to sit in the sun. So I started adding in like more umbrella tables recently, as I have become more aware of the sun recently. That's a weird sentence, but if you knew me in real life, you would know what I mean. Like, I've been wearing like a lot more sunscreen in my daily life because I've just been like way more aware of the sun recently. This sounds so strange, but like I've just been like trying to protect my skin a lot more, which I think is a good thing. But as you can see right now, we are downstairs. This is our, you know, underground kitchen, which is, I feel like it's pretty odd for a bakery, but you know, it works, it's cool. That little like kiln looking like a fireplace thing, I figured could be some sort of, well, obviously it would be bigger in like a real bakery, but some sort of like wood fire, you know, oven thing where they could like cook special pastries. I don't know. But that is the kitchen, and this is the entire build. Please let me know what you think. I had a lot of fun doing this. You know, I haven't done a one-off build in a while because I've been doing like my Tanaka builds, or my Tanaka Apartments mini build series. So it's nice to do a little one-off here. I do miss, you know, creating characters though, so I might go back to doing that pretty soon next week. But yeah, anyways, as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you next time.